Okay, let's work into eagle pose, which is a big compression and balance challenge. Compression is the most important part of this pose, and we're going to compress all 6 major joints in the body, and we're going to start with hips and shoulders. So to get into eagle, you'll inhale up into upward salute and sit into chair first. So getting down into chair. From here, you might bring your hands to your heart so that you can have access to the first move, which is to bring one knee up, doesn't matter which one, and cross thigh over thigh. That's the very first, most important part of this. You'll create a compression in your hips from there. If your balance is unsteady right away, this is an option to touch your foot down on the mat. The second joint that we're going to compress or squeeze is the shoulders, and we're going to do that by wrapping the same arm as the leg that is on top. So in Jace's case, right leg is on top, so right arm goes under. And we wrap until we feel a tight squeeze across the shoulders and the back side of the body. From here, we're going to try to wrap and really compress the knee joint. And we do that by maybe working the crossed foot around behind. Now that may eventually hook behind the calf. If balance is a challenge, this may not be a place to go just yet. But if you can, you're going to begin to hook the foot around behind the calf, which gets the option to begin to compress knee against knee. And then we move toward elbows. So we're going to try to compress elbows, and doing that by wrapping the arms, and so that the hands come palm to palm. Now, we want to stay deep in the lunge here, sitting down. And then the goal is to try to line up the joints in a center line to the front of the room. Yeah, it's challenging. So knees are forward, ankles are pressing this way, and then wrists and elbows, everything is in one line. And then your goal is to squeeze the joints against, so knees are pressing across, but then pulling against one another. Ankles are pulling against one another. Elbows are pulling against one another. Wrists are pushing against one another. So everything is compressing and pushing and working as you balance. Good. Now again, just to wrap it up really quickly, if the balance is an issue, the legs can tap down. You can even skip the cross leg if that's really where you need to be. So Jace, you could bring that foot, instead of crossing it, you could bring it even out to the, if you're just needing to get to the stage where you just want to get hips crossed, that works. And then if there's challenge crossing at elbows and wrists, then bringing the hands to the shoulders is a good way to go. Excellent.